Hello, welcome back. So today is going to be kind of different. I have been going through a little bit of an art block as of recently. I've been trying to make stuff, but it's either I don't know how to execute it or it's not turning out the way that I wanted to. And I mean, it's normal. It's normal for any artist. It's normal for any person that makes anything. You kind of just like don't really know how to get back into things. It's happened to me before. This isn't the first time out of the many years I've just been making like stuff. Even though there is no project this week, I didn't want to leave you guys without a video. I kind of just wanted to share with you guys a few tips on how to kind of overcome this art block or even any sort of block in general. Because I'm probably not the only one that's going through it right now, so I just want to kind of share that with anybody else that may need it. Now that that's out of the way, we can start with the first tip that I would give, and that is taking a step back. What I mean by that is kind of literally, but also in the sense of just like kind of step away from anything that you're creating or any form of way that you're creating and kind of take a break away from that. I feel like in a way, the reason why we kind of get into an art block is because nothing is coming the way that we want it to. When that comes to like play, it just creates an endless cycle of us making stuff out of frustration. Forcing yourself to either draw or write or any form of creative outlet and have no fulfillment from it doesn't really bring as much joy as you would say. Just doing it for fun, forcing yourself to do it really won't get you the outcomes that you want. So I would say if that's just the main thing, just take a break from it. It's okay to take breaks, clear your head and, do any other thing that interests you. But as long as you just kind of take a little small break and, just schedule back any time that you want to go back to whatever you want to do. Kind of avoid you starting to hate the stuff that you once loved, like making art. Because I feel like that's happened to me a couple of times. Speaking about consuming media, that kind of segues onto my second tip, which is consuming the media that has inspired you all this time. Again, you can do this during your break, you can do this whenever you want. I found this to be really helpful around the time where I just either did not know what to make or didn't really have anything to motivate me to make anything. Inspired from the stuff that I've seen around really did help me kind of slowly get out of that art block. Not only just media, you can also revisit some of your favorite artists, see your favorite pieces, or even just like learn a little bit more about them. I feel like that kind of pushes you to create something of your own as well. Moving on from that, my third tip would be try challenges. So by challenges, I mean any sort of challenges within the medium that you're doing, whether it be a painting challenge, or I've seen people do like 15 days of crochet and they just try to do like crochet patterns for those 15 days. You can even do writing prompts that just give you an idea of what to write, and it just pushes you to go and go and go, because once you start, you can't really stop. And even for digital art, there are so many challenges for digital artists out there that you can do. There's so many you can find online that could fit right up your alley and you can just try right away. I did one myself not too long ago. I think like a few videos ago. Not only was it really fun to do, it was also kind of like the push that I got to not only go back into digital art again, but also find other challenges to kind of do around so I can keep kind of like that consistency going. But yeah, I would just recommend kind of like find something that's right up your alley, or even one that piques your interest, and who knows, maybe you can learn a few things or two. This is all just for fun and kind of trying to get back into the groove of things. So my fourth tip would be try something new. Another thing that kind of gets me still in that art block is just drawing the same thing over and over again. I know some of you guys are probably saying, well, why don't you just draw new stuff? Why don't you just go back to it? Like, yeah, I mean, I should. I think the problem with that was that I wasn't allowing myself to try something new because of the fear that it wouldn't come out right and it would kind of look wonky or like in my like head ugly for some reason. But I found that when I did try it, even if it didn't look the way that I wanted to, I didn't feel bad. I was actually kind of more inspired to learn anatomy because I realized that I really was lacking in terms of skills with that. So I've just been figure drawing as much for 30 minutes or 20 minutes a day. Again, it's just kind of like takes time and ease yourself in. Now we're coming into my last tip, which is going back to old pieces or projects that you have made before. So going back to my first tip, I feel like we get into this headspace oftentimes, which kind of leads us to art block. And one of those emotions that I kind of go through is heavily criticizing myself on the stuff that I make. Be our own worst critics, but I feel there comes a point where we need to start being our best motivators or best supporters. One way I like to do that is go back to old pieces, whether it be from a year ago or even 5 years ago, and kind of make myself acknowledge how far I've gone in my progress and how much I've improved. I mean, my stuff from 2014 does not look like my stuff from now in the present, I'll tell you that. It stops me from being a bit too hard on myself. It lets me enjoy it a little bit more, especially the process of just creating and brainstorming, or even, again, trying new things. Even if it turns bad and even if it fails, like, who cares? Again, it's all about just learning and experiencing this form of creation, whether it be any form of medium. I feel like I'm really too hard on myself, and I'm sure some of you guys relate to that. But yeah, those are the 5 tips that I recommend to anybody that's going through an art block right now. I really do wish you the best, and that you were able to surpass this and go back to making whatever you love. If you like this video, leave a like, and if you want to see more of my content in the future, I really do encourage you to subscribe. I try to post every other Friday with content surrounding arts, or even just new crafts, or just me yapping in your ear here as I'm doing right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.